A sustainability divide has emerged between small enterprise and large companies operating in New Zealand, Aotearoa. That's according to Eva Collins, Professor of Strategy, Leadership and Sustainability at Waikato Management School. As medium and larger early innovator companies embrace eco-sustainable production as a necessary strategic core competency, they are demanding higher requirements for sustainable production from their suppliers. One challenge, therefore, is for new tertiary graduates to help smaller companies and larger late adopters to bridge this sustainability divide. In this episode of Enterprise GreenWorks, Unitec Associate Professor of Eco-Innovation Dr. Peter Mellalieu explores the first steps necessary for preparing a company to embark on its journey towards eco-sustainable production. The audience are learning partners in Unitec's program in Innovation and Entrepreneurship within the Faculty of Creative Industries and Business, Auckland. I was recruited to Unitec in 2000 just after having run a conference called Strategies for Sustainability with the New Zealand Strategic Management Society. So Unitec knew what they were getting. I began my academic career as a student studying biochemical engineering in 1973, and I chose that subject because I wanted to be an eco-innovator. I didn't know that term at the time. Don't think I even knew the term innovation at the time. But what I wanted to do was make new products out of biological products, out of green things that grow. I'd read a book at school. My science teacher at school had given me this book about the third form, fourth form, called Silent Spring. And if I was writing a professional learning agenda, Rachel Carson, the author of that book, would be one of my top people. She was perhaps one of the first environmentalists who recognized that chemicals being used in agriculture were getting into the food chain, causing animals, particularly birds, to die, and hence the name of the book, Silent Spring. That had an influence on me. That took me through university to get into biochemical engineering. Halfway through that degree, I realized we have the technology. We've got tons of science, tons of engineering to solve the environmental problems of the world. Why wasn't it happening? I realized it was something to do with management and leadership and politics. So I switched my major within the same program. I switched my major into industrial engineering and management, and then subsequently went on to a Masters of Public Policy, realizing that it's managers and leaders, and later I discovered this wonderful word, entrepreneurs. It's those people that make new things happen. They have the power to influence and allocate the resources. So Unitec knew what they were going to get, and so you see here before you a greenie. I would say I'm a kind of a blue greenie, a green blue or a blue green. I strongly believe in the use of market forces as much as possible to make eco-innovations, ecopreneur things happen. But I think you do need some degree of regulation in this. Someone's got to do it. And I'm absolutely convinced that it won't be governments. It might be regional governments, local governments, but ultimately I believe that business has the capability to introduce initiatives, to make new things happen. Mm-hmm. Some of those businesses may be making a profit at the same time. Some may be just covering their costs. They may be social enterprise, but they will still be business-like operations. In the past, many businesses have gained free resources from the environment. They have gained free access to water and air. They've gained free access to the ability to put waste products into the atmosphere or into water streams or soil. In effect, these are charges which have not been placed against a business. I think that is changing and will change, and regulations will come in to do that. So yeah, I think business definitely has a role to save the planet, in conjunction with ordinary people, what's called civil society, and the government. Business cannot wait for government to do it. Governments are only elected for 3 years. They have very short-term horizons, almost by definition. Businesses have longer-term horizons, 10, 20, 30 years.